Good morning everyone, I'm Sabrina. Today I'm gonna be a moderator in this webinar. As you guys already know, today's topic is all about revenge porn. And now I'm with Ega as defender of human rights. How are you, Ega?
Hi, I'm good, thanks.
Great. And also I'm here with Khanif, he's a lawyer. How you doing, Khanif?
I'm doing alright. How about you?
I'm good, thanks. So, as we know, you're both very active in defending human rights, especially women. If I may ask, what have you been up to lately?
So basically, I work at the National Human Rights Commission. We got a lot of civil rights violations around here. And we are so supportive and helpful to the victims.
Yeah, I'm a lawyer and I also work with Ega on several occasions. There's been a lot of human rights violations and most of the victims are female. They are accept all sorts of violence.
In fact, the men were also numerous, but the women who had the courage to report. Because until now, we have been able to see that women are like subject to violence.
Okay, that's right. Take for example is revenge porn. Revenge porn refers to sharing of explicit or sexual image or videos without the consent of the person in the image, usually by threatening someone, generally a woman, to spread immoral content through cyberspace. This can take the form of a voice recording, photo or video made by a partner who usually has an intimate relationship with that person's consent. But for now, is there a case regarding revenge porn?
Yes, there are, and many. So far, the victims of revenge porn are women. Revenge porn happened online through the social media, especially now during the pandemic. Everyone is actively using social media, so the percentage of the case is pretty high now.
And revenge porn is usually experienced by women. This happens because there are unequal relationships in a relationship. Women are still and are often used as objects. Usually women are promised many things as well as persuasive expression but force women to follow what their partner says. Revenge porn's actions act to humiliate, isolate, and destroy the victim's life. The perpetrator could be a girlfriend, ex-boyfriend who wants to come back or who doesn't accept it because of a broken relationship. But what is the impact of female victims?
Women who are victims of revenge porn usually will experience trauma and stress because they feel humiliated and worthless.
Again, women have to bear bigger consequences than men. Women are again victims by society. For example, women have to accept bad assumptions from society.
There is a revenge porn case that occurred on October 25, 2017. There has been a case of revenge porn towards one of the students at university. This case was in the form of the distribution of videos with pornographic content that became the most searched topic on the internet. This incident began when a 2-minute 50 seconds video was circulated on social media showing a woman and man having sex in a room. In this case, what laws are in place to protect the victims?
Non-consensual pornography was criminalized. The act criminalized sharing private sexual images or filming content scenes that would not usually be seen in public. The maximum prison sentence for distributing revenge porn is 2 years.
Revenge porn itself is a form of cyber dating violence. Cyber dating violence can be defined as controlling, harassing, stalking, and abusing partner through technology and social media. Also, it can be able to share partner's personal information and embrace their partner.
But I think the laws that we have right now are not working. There are so many loopholes, but the main issue is that you need to prove that someone intended to cause distress, and it's very hard to prove that. Essentially, this is about consent. I think it would be a very unlikely that someone would find out that their image has been shared without their consent and not mind about that. There's no cultural norm set by the laws that say you cannot share somebody's intimate image without their consent.
No one should have to suffer the distress of these cruel acts, which is why we have already introduced laws on revenge porn. We will we will carefully consider to make sure our laws keep pace with emerging crimes.
If the image or videos are shared without the consent of the person or person involved with the intention of causing distress and have content which could be considered private and sexual, the person who shares it could be fined and be sentenced to imprisonment if they are found guilty of this offense. It can also be an offense for other people to share the image or video with others, even if they were not the person to first share it.
For this offense, a person found guilty of this offense can be sentenced to a period of imprisonment of up to 2 years. People need to take this more seriously. There are avenues other than police for those affected.
Social media companies have a huge number of tools to help deal with this. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and other social media sites have developed algorithms that can help detect image shared non-consensually and flag them with the moderators.
Non-consensual pornography causes dramatic and, in some cases, irreversible harm to victims. Beyond the embarrassment suffered, victims are often threatened with bodily harm, fired from their job, or forced to change their names. Some have been driven to suicide. What should we do when we become a victim of revenge porn?
You should share and tell to the closest people you trust. You will feel relief not to endure it alone. Deactivate your social media. By deactivating social media, you will avoid other people's conversation, which will actually make you even more stressed.
Don't forget, you have to make sure all the evidence is related. For example, a conversation with your partner when he forces you to do something, and also seek legal aid. Many legal aid organizations are already concerned about this issue. You can find the closest YLBHI, LBH, and ask them for help.
And also, guys, don't be too hard on yourself. You should accept and respect yourself. Rest assured that anyone has a problem, including you. Problems will only be solved if you are brave and try to solve them. Therefore, be careful when having a relationship with someone, and be careful if you are pressured to send graphic content. Due to this, it is likely to be used as an arena for revenge, especially revenge porn, and this will have a negative impact on the victim. If you feel guilty to yourself, it's okay. It doesn't make you worthless. And that's it, our talk for today. Thank you again, Khanif. Thank you so much, guys, for your attention. I hope you have a great day and enjoy your life. Bye.